In this next video you'll see how to put these stencils on. Not the easiest things to put on, but they do look the business once they're on. Right, so you'll have to buy some stencils. You can either get them from SL Heaven on Facebook, have a word with Terry, or there's other people on eBay that sells them. Just look about for Technics 1210 or 1200 stencils, transfers. The rub-on transfers, so they're easy enough to fit. Right, what you do is you start off, you measure back from your pop-up light, and what I tend to use is some masking tape. I find it. So I get a piece of masking tape, and I know this is 25mm wide. So your first measurement from there is 29mm. So if you get a piece of a bit of masking tape, tear a piece off, and approximately 2mm away from the silver trim, stick your tape to it. So that gives you 29, or is it 29? Sorry, 27. Sorry, not 29. 27. So 2mm away from the silver bit. With that 25 gives you 27-ish to there. It's not accurate. It doesn't have to be accurate. Then what I'll tend to do is I'll get a ruler and a pen or a pencil or anything you've got to hand. Something that will draw a finish line, and from this edge here, from this edge, you want to be about 13mm, which on here, and it focuses, is 13mm. So I'll just mark it at 13mm. Doesn't have to be accurate. So I've marked that at 13mm, that line there. So then what I'll do is I'll get some more masking tape, a long enough piece to cover to the bottom corner, and I'll stick it to there. So I know that's 13mm up. And then I'll also excuse me, so stuck it to there. I'll try and measure 13mm up from here, so it looks approximately the same. This bit can be tricky because you can't see the edge, but again, it's not an exact science, it's just trial and error. That looks about right. So now I know that's in the right place, so I get my stencil. Some of these, they're on a smaller piece of transfer paper. You might have to cut them down, cut the picture just or the dots off these bits here. You might have to trim them off if they're all in one piece. Luckily these ones that I've got off Terry from SL Heaven, he's kindly left plenty on so I can see where I'm putting them. So you start with a T of the Technics in line with the first bit of tape that you put on, and drop it down so that the bottom of the white on the bit where it says system on the bottom line is in line with this bit. So it's T and the bottom bit of the Y there. And I'll get some masking tape, and I'll stick it to it just so it holds it in place whilst you're doing all the rubbing and transferring, so it doesn't move about. There's no point in measuring it and then rubbing it on and it's not in the right place. So tape it on. It's up to yourself how much tape you put on, how confident you are. I like to get as much on so it doesn't move. Just press it down. And then what you tend to find is that you'll need something that you can rub it with. nothing sharp, bit of plastic or back edge of a tool. I use back end of my tweezers. It doesn't have to be. It could be anything you want, anything you choose, and just rub over the letters and numbers. And as you're rubbing, it will stick to the vinyl. Nice and gently, no rush, steady away. Make sure you rub every part of the letter, even the dots, all the dots, on top of the eyes, in the middle of the A and the quartz bit, the dash on the 1200 Mark II bit. Just give it a nice good rub. You'll see that they'll stick. Sometimes when the transfer paper lifts, you'll be able to see if there's any bits stuck to it or not. That's the case may be, but you can do this as much as you want. Give it a right good rub. Don't have to put a lot of pressure on, just enough to make it stick to the deck. And some people might be looking at this and saying, why are you using something metal? Well, it's not really a lot of pressure on it. I'm only rubbing the transfer paper, which is like a plastic sheet. So once I'm happy with that, and I've rubbed everywhere that I think I need to rub, and I can see that it's not sticking to the transfer paper, it's sticking to the deck more than the transfer paper. You can peel that off. Nice and steady. You do it from one side. If there is any bits that aren't stuck, you can always put it back down and rub again. But this seems to be stuck okay. All the letters are there. Peel my tape away. And that's how you do your transfers. It's as easy as that. Nothing hard about it, it's just trial and error, and don't rush. Take everything steady. The more time you take with stuff, the better it'll be. And then what I tend to do is I put the tracing paper, the transfer paper over it, and just give it a rub, just to make sure everything's stuck properly. And that's that. And then you want to go on to the next bit, which is the pitch adjust that goes here. Now that is 29mm away from this edge. That's bad as I know, yeah, 29mm from this edge. So now that's 25, so you need 4mm from there, approximately. So if you think that contoured edge, from that contoured edge there, that will be about 3mm. So if you leave a mil between there and edge of your tape, which is a bit awkward to see, but it depends on the lighting, you leave about a mil. That should give you approximately 29mm there. So I've got 28 and a bit, which is close enough for me. So what you do is, I'll start by cutting this out, because we don't need all that. And I need the pitch bit. Yeah, pitch bit. So let this pitch adjust. And it's 37mm from this bottom edge up. So what I'll do, you don't have to do it this way, I stick it to the end of the ruler, so in line with it. It's in line with that, and then here, that's 37mm, sorry, 37mm. Yeah, 37mm. I'll line that up with the bottom of the deck. Once you've got it there, bit of pressure on there so it sticks. Try not to get your tape too long so it sticks to your first ones that you've put there. You don't want it sticking to these, and when you peel it off, it peels off with them. So I've got that there. Now I know that that goes, the dot goes in line with this side, and the bottom of a J and the bottom of a P line up with the tape that's at the bottom. Same procedure, stick it down. And when you're happy with where it is, or where it needs to be, that it's in line, plenty of tape so it can't lift off or move. And say the last thing you want it to do is move. Stick that down and get your rubbing tool again, whatever it may be, and same again, gently rub, making sure you do the dot above the I and the dot at the end of adjust and above the J, and just give it a nice good rubbing all over, making sure you haven't missed any bits. And once you're happy, same as before, you'll be able to see whether it's lifting or whether it's stuck to the transfer paper or to the deck. So once you're happy with it, and you're happy that all the letters and all the dots are stuck, peel your masking tape off, your low tack masking tape, and just lift it gently from one side. You'll see that all the letters are stuck. If not, fold it back down as mentioned before. And then again, just give it a bit of pressure rub, and that's that. And that's how you put the transfers on. The same applies for the pitch dots by the on off button. With these, there's no measurements for this, it's just a bit of guesswork. So looking at a deck, I would say it's about 4mm from this cut edge. So you get your transfer, your dots, and to this first dot here, the first top dot, you want to be about 4mm away from the on off switch on the deck, which if I adjust it there, and it's a bit hard to see because it's so far away. I'll turn it that way, let's see if that's any better. So you'll see it'll be 4mm away from here, and looking at the bottom, so you want to be, wants to be about 4mm away from there, and probably about 8mm away from the 7mm from the edge of the switch to the bottom of the threes. Which is, so I'll find out 8. It's a bit fiddly, this bit. I tend to find that it's moving about. Insulation, a bit of tape on it. So I'm 8mm up from this bit of the switch, and approximately 4mm from there. You're happy with that? And it looks nice and straight. You can stick it in place. Same again, stick it down so it's not going to move anywhere. Get your rubbing tool and then rub it on, making sure you get all the dots, all the full stops, the commas, the percentage, the lines, everywhere. Make sure you've rubbed every single bit of it, because if you don't and you peel it up, it will stick to the transfer paper and not to the deck, and then getting it lined back up again can be a bit of a pain, to the point where you might have to scrap it off, clean it off and start again, and that's wasteful. You don't want to do that. It's not cheap at these stencils. So that's rubbed on. So doing it same again, peel it up from one side, making sure all the bits are stuck. I can see through the transfer paper there that there's no white dots on it. Everything's stuck to the deck as it should be. And so these transfers are available from SL Heaven on Facebook. Give Terry a shout. I'm sure he'll be able to sort you out. And not only for the 1210s, for the 1200s. And maybe at a push, you might even be able to get limited edition gold ones or different coloured ones. But you would have to speak to him about that. And that's how you put transfers on. Once you've got to that stage, and get all your bits out of the way that you don't need anymore, what I tend to do is, I've got some clear matte lacquer. Any'll do. Clear varnish, but it's matte. A matte finish. That's essential. If you're doing a matte vinyl. If you're doing a gloss vinyl, obviously you use gloss. All you do, you get a light dusting. That's enough. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a light dusting over the transfers. Make sure there's no dust on it first before you do it, or any hairs or anything like that in the way. And then a light dust. That's it. When that dries, you'll not even notice it's on there, and it'll stop them letters from peeling off. You'll see as it dries, it'll disappear. You won't be able to see where it is. It's coming off. And that's how you put them on. Now I've got to that stage, it's time for the pitch trim. So I've got a brand new one here. Good place to get these from if you're in the UK, obviously. Try DJ Spares. They're on Facebook and they also sell on eBay under the name of Mefla Kev. And he does a lot of spare parts for Technics, as well as these lovely pitch trims. They're brand new and the size for size, and they're perfect for these decks. You can get them in a array of colours: silver, black, white, blue, red, green, gold. They're available on the eBay. As I say, if you want these, the good ones, I would suggest that you look out for DJ Spares on Facebook or Mefla Kev on eBay, because he's the guy that supplies these and they are spot on. And it's not just me that uses them, a lot of people use them. They're easy enough to fit. An adhesive back, peel the back off, peel the backing paper off. Once it's off, line it up where you want it to go. Once you're happy with it, push it down. That's it, done, on, finished. Bit of pressure on it, stick it in place. That's it, finished. And how nice does that look? Like a brand new deck. And that is how you wrap the deck and put decals back on, a new pitch trim, and that's it, ready for building back up now. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page, Deck Tech. Any servicing, modifications, wrapping, LED changes, cable changes, anything like that, drop me a message. If you're in the UK, if you're close by, you can drop them off, have a word, have a chat, see how we go, and that's it. Thanks for watching.